welcome to the Blind Eye Podcast, otherwise known as What's the Word? My name's Matthew Kamor, joined by
Ryan Lai.
And unfortunately, once again, it'll be just the two of us, just due to certain scheduling conflicts with our other partners. I don't know, it seems to be a pattern. It's always us two. Why do you think that is?
Maybe it's just because we're so sexy. maybe that's why.
You know what? I'm gonna refer to myself as Matt Sexy because of my friends. I posed the question to their podcast, and because they've never seen my last name before, they never knew how to pronounce it.
Oh.
Therefore, just for simplicity, they called me Matt Sexy. So you know what? I'm gonna stick to that. From now on What's the Word, I am Matt Sexy. And I'm gonna give a shout out to Leo, Brian, and Josh and their podcast, the PSA podcast. Probably sounds awful. Thanks, guys. Shameless promotion. Anyway, moving on. Ryan will be the first one to pick the topic in the hat of topics of randomness.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna pick a white one actually. I want to see what these
Those
say.
are one of mine.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact,
Okay.
and I'm a little nervous.
Most embarrassing moment at school?
Yeah.
that's the topic. The topic is most embarrassing moment at school.
I don't know if I want to talk about mine, but we're gonna talk about it anyway.
Okay.
And okay, middle school. Just keep in mind it's middle school.
It's always middle school.
It's
isn't it?
almost always middle school. Just because we're so naive, we're pretty much willing to believe anything our mind tells us to. Okay, so it's like that in-between moment of 7th to 8th grade where you think that you're just starting getting interested in women and so on and so forth. This is a strong infatuation towards a particular student in my 7th grade class. It was, and I didn't know it at the time. It wasn't until after the fact that this happened that I was like, you know what? I was probably really stupid. So I'm gonna give her an alias.
Mm-hmm.
We used Jennifer in our last one, so we'll use Jennifer again.
Fuck you, Jennifer.
Jennifer, you bitch. Anyway, so Jennifer was in one of my classes in 7th grade,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought that she was very pretty. She was very attractive, but that was all that I knew about her. And she tended to be with a lot of the more popular kids, and that's almost always the case. You have the lonely nerd going for the super popular girl.
Huh.
Yeah, right?
Wow, it's like a movie.
It is like a movie.
I'm getting
So-
a front row seat right now.
So what happened was, I felt so infatuated with this girl that I felt the need to express my feelings. So I decided to write a love letter. My stupid ass decided to put his name at the bottom of the letter instead of, say, putting anonymous. So I give it to a friend of mine who happens to be a friend of hers.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, this is during lunch period before 5th period. Like, could you give this to her? A friend of me being, trying to be all, like, sneaky type thing.
Sure.
I'm like, a friend of mine wrote this for her. Could you give this to her? He's too shy, whatever. And he's like,
Trying
yeah.
to be all sneaky about it, and you wrote your name on the
Yeah, so just how stupid is that? And then as soon as I gave her the letter, I freaking booked it. I just booked it to my next class, and she was just sort of stunned, like, what the hell? So the following day, I know, I can feel your laugh. It's fine. It's perfectly fine to laugh. So the next day, what happens is, during the lunch period, we have a big amphitheater for our lunch area. So I'm sitting at the top, near the top, with my friends. We're all having a good time. All of a sudden, we see some girls sort of running back and forth. It looks like them laughing. And we're like, what the hell's going on? And I see one of them laughing, pointing at a piece of paper in their hand. And then a bunch of them are like, what the hell's going on? And you can just see them all sort of flocking around the paper. And I'm just like, oh, shit. No, please, no. Oh, gosh, no, please. So at one point, they're reading it. They sort of look up to what I assume to be them trying to find me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one of them pointed it out and tried pointing in my general direction. And I'm like, you know what? It's about time to disappear. So I decided to tell my friends. I picked up my stuff. I'm like, hey, I forgot to do something. I need to go to the library. I need to go to my teacher, talk about something. And I stayed inside for the rest of the lunch period and avoided everything. I was so embarrassed. I could not believe what I just did. I just humiliated myself.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you know what? You can't get any worse than this. I'm just going to bite the bullet, let it happen, and then it's over.
then again, you could have just gone with the flow of it.
I could have.
Yeah,
I could
yeah,
have.
you could have like, yeah, that was me, bitches. You know?
Well, at the time, I was very shy.
Yeah,
And
okay.
I wasn't very much into just approaching anyone. So, and it wasn't really until after like my senior year of high school that I actually came out of my shell and started being more approachable when it came to, and more sociable.
Sure.
I don't know why, just that's how it was.
Well, you get older. I mean,
You
that's
get
just how
older,
it
you get
is.
wiser, so on and so forth. It came back to me to bite me in the butt the following year because we on our campus we had what was called Civil War Day.
Oh God.
Yeah, so we had different stations, so and
Yeah.
her and a couple of her friends were in. Just so happens to be my luck. They were in my group, and we had to, you could sit anywhere. And there was a point where they were like, "Hey, aren't you that dude that wrote that letter?" I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, "Stop writing letters to so and so." I'm like,
What?
I'm like, what? What are you
What?
talking? I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm just here to just focus on the thing.
Yeah.
We're here to do schoolwork. Just you're causing a scene.
Yeah.
So I played it off. They knew. Obviously they knew, and I didn't want to draw attention to myself.
Sure.
But I played it off very well, and they were the ones that were like poking the bear. Like, come on.
But you only wrote one letter, so
I only wrote one letter.
What are they talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been the same way.
Yeah.
Like,
who else could it have? It could have been anyone. It literally could have been anyone.
People are writing in your name. Same girl.
I actually found out later on, and this is karma.
Uh-huh.
One of the popular girls that was there. Turns out that she ended up being a drug addict.
Oh shit.
So karma's a bitch. All right, that's enough of me. How about you?
Me? Yeah, I got so many that like, I'm just gonna pick the one that I know I can talk about.
Okay, go for
Yeah,
it.
so it's I wasn't in class.
Okay.
I was in middle school. Same thing.
Okay.
And I ate like some really hot, spicy chili before I came to school.
I
right?
can already feel where this is coming from. Go ahead.
So I was like, and the whole day I was like, oh, and like, cause it was burning. It was burning my stomach, man. And I was like, oh god. And like people were like, Ryan, you okay? I'm like, no. And
I'm struggling.
yeah, I was like on the ground. And like, maybe we should call like a nurse. I'm like, no, don't call a nurse. And I was like, and then all of a sudden like, and then like, I was like, oh, I know what that smell is.
Were you afraid you were gonna poop your pants?
I did poop my
Oh
pants.
no! No, Ryan, please say it.
I
isn't
did.
So.
I pooped my pants.
No.
It was gross. I was like, oh, well, time to walk home like a guy who pooped his pants.
Oh man.
I should have said I sharted.
Oh.
But I pooped my pants.
You pooped your pants.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It was pretty embarrassing. Luckily, there was no one there, so it was mostly just me. But I was like walking home like, like like there's something.
Was
like,
it
like
like
a baby with a full diaper?
Was it a full diaper or was it just like
no, it wasn't a full diaper.
It was just like a little bit of a excuse my language, a little bit of a squirt?
Yeah, it was kind of like a couple squirts.
Oh man, that's unfortunate. I don't know. Tell us which one you think is more embarrassing, guys, in the comment section. Honestly, stuff like this shouldn't be a competition, but you guys should really revel in the fact that we're willing to talk about these things on the internet with you guys. So I hope you guys are appreciating these stories.
Yeah, I want to know how you guys shart your pants. Anyways, would you like to pick the next one?
Yeah, I'll pick the next one. Let us know what your most embarrassing one is, or not. You guys may be more shy than we are to share some of our deepest, darkest secrets online. All right. Hopefully this isn't one of mine.
Looks like one of mine.
It looks like one of yours.
Oh, that's not.
Oh shit. I'm sorry. This is one of Zane's.
Okay.
How would you describe everyday activities as porn titles?
Oh
man, that's gonna be a little difficult.
Walking the dog down on your ass.
What the hell? That's good. I like it. I like it. You should be that one person that names all the porns. You work for the porn industry. All you do is come up with the names for the movies.
Turning on the fan to your ecstasy.
Oh, I liked that one. Ooh.
Turning on the fan.
Yeah. Or dusting that ass.
Dusting that ass.
Man, You could be in the porn industry just for your voice. You'd be like that one guy in a world where things aren't what they seem to be.
Where porno is every day.
That's amazing. That is awesome. You should do that. We should have you do that. What's another one? Vacuuming.
Vacuum that hoe.
Well, let's see. Let's see if we can break it down. Vacuums, what do? They suck. They suck away the dirt.
Suck away that pussy.
Whoa. Okay, I was thinking, I was honestly thinking, how can you make that into an innuendo about getting a blowjob?
Oh. Suck up that cock.
Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I can't believe we're talking about this.
What's another one? Mopping. Shoot. I honestly don't know. I'm at a brain fart. You have been coming up with all of these.
Mop that straggly bitch. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be saying this. Like, it's just... Oh, why are all these so degrading to women?
Most pornos are. That's kind of... I mean, okay, honestly, these are just as bad as some of the other Skinamax movies that are out on TV right now. Like, okay, there's a spoof... Okay, you know the movie The Hills Have Eyes?
Yeah.
There is a spoof, and it's called The Hills Have Thighs.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
There's what is it? That movie, Zack and Miri Make a Porno?
Oh, yeah, that's making fun of the porn industry, actually.
Yeah, it's making fun of the porn industry.
Movie.
What, they went from Star Wars to Star Whores. And then they went to, Cappuccino to Welcome to Fuckuccino or something like that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. And I'm just like, wow.
Wow, that's really creative. We should have thought of that.
I mean, that's more creative than, like, Sex Games Cancun.
Yeah.
That's a series of movies.
Oh, that's a boring name, though.
Yeah, and then there's Co-Ed Confidential.
Co-Ed Confidential. That doesn't really hit you.
Yeah,
right
it doesn't
away.
really hit you that
Yeah.
much. Okay, I'll give them credit for this one because there's more than one. Their fourth installment was called Co-Ed Confidential Foreplay.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's a bit of a long name, though.
well, yeah.
It's not like simple and clean like Pussylicious.
Isn't there wait, no. There's a James Bond woman that has that name. What's her name?
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember her name. So.
Oh, it's Pussy Galore.
What?
I think that's the one with Sean Connery. And because he has that Scottish accent, it's like Pussy Galore.
Pussy galore.
I can't do Sean Connery. My dad used to be able to do Sean Connery very well.
Oh man. Oh, let's move on to another one then.
Sure.
Yeah.
How much? We have enough time for one more.
Okay. You know.
Go for it.
Me? You want me to
let's
do it again?
let's alternate.
Okay. I'll just pick this one.
That might be yours.
Okay. It says. Oh, I just wrote this one.
Oh, that's all
okay.
right.
When do you think a cock is too big? And for that matter, would you engage in a sword fight with your friend or a stranger?
What the? Oh my! I just what?
Just tell me honestly.
Wait. It's asking when is a penis too big?
Yeah, when is a cock too big?
Okay, this is going back to the porn industry. There's just some dudes that have like massive dicks, and I'm just like, okay, one, that's probably not natural. Two, how?
It's like a horse penis.
Dude, seriously. And some of the girls take all of it. And you're just like, no, that's not possible.
I'm surprised that doesn't rip them apart.
No.
Or maybe it does.
It really does. But, humanly possible. It is not, okay, sorry. Poor choice of words. In one of my classes for college, I found out that is physically impossible to do. There's only a certain amount of space,
circumference.
Yeah, the opening to the vagina is only so big. It'll only take so much. So as soon as the dude inserts himself and hits the cervix, there's no way in past that point. So once you hit a certain length, the dude won't be able to insert any more. So I'm gonna say, okay. Real talk right now, the average penis erect is 6 to 7 inches.
6 to 7 inches.
Erect. 6 to 7 inches.
Is that really the average?
Okay, average is like 5 to 7.
Oh, gotcha.
5 to 7. Flaccid, 2 to 3 inches.
2 to 3. Okay.
Flaccid, 2 to 3. Erect, 5 to 7. That's normal. I think
okay.
the porn industry is average, erect, 8 to 10.
Jesus Christ.
And I could be wrong about that.
That's like having a ruler shoved up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's like 3/4 of a ruler.
Dear Lord, man.
So
That's insane.
I'm going to say that's too big. And if I had a penis that long, I am definitely not sword fighting with a friend or a stranger. That is just too weird.
Is it? Is it really that weird?
Yes. Because for me, it's not that I'm uncomfortable seeing another man's penis. It's the thought of touching it.
Right.
That sort of, it gives me, it's not meant to be homophobic, and I don't mean it to come off homophobic, but it's just like, I feel that it's weird touching any other dick other than my own. It's
right.
I just don't know. What about you, since this was your question?
What about me? If I was paid enough, maybe I would.
There's always a motive, isn't there?
Yeah.
There always has to be.
If I was paid well, like maybe, like I would do it for like 1,000. You know, I mean, honestly.
There's always got to be an incentive, isn't there?
Because I mean, it's just like, dude, it's just like floppy wieners, man. I mean, what are you gonna do, right? There's not much you can do.
If it's a sword fight, I would imagine both of you are erect,
so
that you can get a nice solid hit on each other if we're sword fighting. I can't believe we're talking about this. Oh my God.
We have time for one more question.
Do we?
Yeah.
Sure.
Where are we at?
We are at our last minute before time runs out.
Oh, are we almost at 16?
Yes, we are.
Oh, well, we got time for another question.
All right, we'll make it a quick one.
Okay.
Let's do this one, shall we? Let's hope it's not a heavy question.
Right.
This it's another one. It's another one of yours.
Okay.
Okay. Would it be wrong to shove a porcupine up your butt? And for that matter, where do you draw the line for what you shove up your butt and pee hole? P.S. Pineapples don't count. This is yours.
Yeah.
But where's the P.S. coming from? Pineapples don't count? What are you trying to say here?
Well, I'm just saying, well, if you would you shove a porcupine up your butt? But remember, you can't shove a pineapple up your butt.
Okay. I would not shove up a porcupine up my butt. What if it decides that it gets startled and it shoots its quills up my butt? And next thing you know, I have a perforated butt and a perforated intestine. That is not gonna go well for me.
Would you do it for $1 million?
No! I am not shoving anything that big up my butt.
How about $1 billion?
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
Porcupine is going too far. I'm drawing the line at porcupine.
$1 trillion.
$1 trillion? Nope. That would rip me in two. I'm sorry.
$100 trillion.
Nope. Sorry. You're not doing it. I can't do it. Oh, nope.
$999 trillion.
Nope. Sorry.
I noticed the hesitation there for a
no,
second.
because I was thinking the other day about seeing what it's like for a woman to have a penis up their butt, because some people find enjoyment in anal. So
you can get a lot of diseases that way, though.
You can, if you're clean about it. If you clean yourself before, during, and after. And I really don't want to talk. I won't disclose what I did over the internet, because that's a little bit more personal than the embarrassing thing that I talked about earlier in this podcast. But it's just sort of it's a curiosity factor, and I am not curious to find out what a porcupine feels like up my bum. I really do feel like, because those things aren't small. Okay. And our bum holes can only expand to certain,
right.
diameters, and there's no way that animal's getting up my butt.
I like how your diameter got suddenly bigger in your finger.
Yes. There's no way my butt is dilating big enough to compensate for it.
Where do you draw the limit in terms of what you shove up your butt?
Anything that's not cylindrical or round.
Okay.
Because anything irregularly shaped is definitely not going up my butt.
So definitely not a hand grenade.
Definitely not a hand grenade. I'm pretty sure, and this is not to sound weird, but my butt is pretty tight. Like, I have a very muscular butt. So if a grenade is going in there, pretty sure the pressure of my butt the butt and the butt muscles are going to force that grenade to explode and force my death. So, no, not a grenade.
That's one way to go, man.
That is one way to go, and I am not looking forward to that way to go. Where do you draw the line?
Where do I draw the line? I don't know. I mean, that's kind of why I asked the question, right? I'm not sure where I would draw the line. I mean, maybe I would shove a porcupine up my butt if I got $1 million, but God, I sound like a super whore, don't I?
Yes, it's like that one episode of South Park with Paris Hilton. Have you seen that episode?
Yeah, I saw it.
God damn, that was just a weird episode.
Yeah, that was a weird episode. Did she shove a guy up her?
She shoved the pineapple up her vagina.
Oh.
And then that one, I forget his name, but that one gay guy decided to shove Paris Hilton up his butt.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like, Jesus Christ.
That's right.
That was just weird, man. It was just weird.
It was so wrong, but
that was actually the first thing that popped in my
good
mind when you said no pineapples. I was like, huh, that reminds me of South Park.
Wow. Well,
that ends this episode.
That ends it.
Wow, this was an eye-opener, man. This was a really bizarre episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed it for what it's worth. Be sure to let us know where you would draw the line to shove something up your butt. What are some names you can think of for some porn activities at home? And if you're willing to share, what was your most embarrassing story, no matter when or where you were? Hope you guys enjoyed it. My name's Matthew Kamor.
I'm Ryan Lai.
We'll see you next time. Be sure to follow us on our social media, subscribe to our channel for more updates, and we will see you next week.
See ya. Scrubbing the penis furiously.
But that one makes sense. That one sounds like everyday activity. No.
It is an everyday activity.
It is that everyday activity, but it makes the most sense.
Scrub your penises!